So if you're registering a business in Saskatchewan, before you do that, you're going to want to choose the legal structure of your business. Some of the most common ones would be a sole proprietorship, a partnership, a corporation, or a cooperative. However, there are some other options as well. Those, as I said, are just the most common ones. But two of the other options that aren't talked about as much would be what's called a limited liability partnership and a professional corporation. Now, a limited liability partnership is not an incorporated business. It is kind of self-explanatory, where it's a partnership where the partners have limited liability. And then the professional corporation, that is a form of corporation, but it's designated for certain professionals, certain service providers. And so in this video, I'm just going to cover exactly what those are, how you can register them, and which type of businesses actually can register under those types of legal structures in Saskatchewan through our corporate registry, the ISC. So I'm going to start with the limited liability partnership, and I'm just going to read directly from the ISC website regarding LLPs. So it says the formation of a limited liability partnership is limited to professions. In these partnerships, partners are not, as such, personally liable for obligations of the firm. Liability continues to apply if a person suffers injury because of the partner's negligent or wrongful acts or omissions, including negligence in appointing, supervising, or failing to supervise another member or employee of the firm, or where the partner knew of the wrongful acts or omissions and failed to take reasonable steps to prevent them. In a limited liability partnership, the partnership is required to file an annual return. Limited liability partnership name reservations and registrations may be easily completed via our corporate registry application. So as it mentioned there in the first sentence, limited liability partnerships are limited to professions. And now I'm just going to go over the list of professions that are eligible to be registered under this type of legal structure. Okay, so the list of professions that are eligible for an LLP, which is a limited liability partnership in Saskatchewan, are as follows: a lawyer, a podiatrist, a psychologist, a professional accountant, an engineer or geoscientist, or applied science technologist. And now for the professional corporation, again, that is a form of corporation, but that's limited to certain individuals that are providing a certain service in a certain industry. And I'm just going to go over the list of those type of service providers that are eligible to register their businesses as a professional corporation. So according to the ISC, the eligible professions for professional corporations are chiropractor, dentist, doctors or surgeons, lawyer, occupational therapist, optometrist, physical therapist, podiatrist, psychologist, real estate agent, veterinarian, and chartered professional accountant. So if you don't work in that industry, chances are you can't register as a professional corporation, but you could still register as a regular business corporation. So there is a distinction there. And so sometimes you might be dealing with a doctor and you might see that the doctor is operating under a professional corp, and it might say something like Dr. John Smith, PC Inc., or Dr. John Smith, Prof Corp., or Dr. John Smith, Professional Corporation. That means that that doctor is incorporated using one of these professional corporations. And again, you'll only see it for those professions, at least in Saskatchewan. I'm sure it varies a little bit from jurisdiction to jurisdiction, but that's pretty standard, where it's not, available for a photographer or, a hairstylist or something like that, like a web designer. They are just reserved for some of those very limited professions. So hopefully the video was valuable. If it was, please click like and feel free to check out my YouTube channel. I currently have over 150 videos that cover business management and business startup topics. And if you have a question on one of those topics, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below and I will answer it there. And if you're looking for a business consultant to help you get started with your business, just to get off to the right start or improve an existing business, feel free to reach out. I offer a free 1-hour consultation and I will leave a link to that in the video description.